Hi students, it's Dr. Marks, and I want to take just a moment to show you how to sort data in the event that you want to create some subgroups. Now, I realize that a lot of you already know how to do this. I'm really speaking to the people that are new to Excel, and I also appreciate that there's different ways to do this. I'm just showing you one kind of a simple way. So you see in front of you that I'm working with this basic spreadsheet that has gender, country that students are from, their test score, their age, and a dummy variable, right, if they are female. So 0 for male, 1 for female. And let's say that I'm interested in dividing my group by age. I want to look at maybe younger and older. Well, the first thing I'm going to do here is rename this sheet. I'm going to say that this is my full data set. And I'm not going to mess up my full data set by purging anything. But I want to come here and sort age. Now, before I do, people get nervous sorting because they're worried about what if I mess up my data set? It'd be hard to know. So here's the little trick that I do just to assure myself that I've not made any mistakes. I'm going to copy whoever is in row 7 in yellow, and I'm going to take one more, and I'm going to say, all right, let's make this one light green. Now, when I sort, assuming that I've done it correctly, my lines should stay together, right? People will be in different order, but things aren't going to be scrambled. This is how I'm going to convince myself that I've not made a mistake. So I'm going to come to column D, and I want to sort. So I'm going to click on my home button. I'm going to come all the way over here to the right where it says sort and filter. And you see the arrow down. I can sort smallest to largest or largest to smallest or do it some other way. I'm just going to sort smallest to largest. Now, this warning comes up and it's asking me, do I want to expand the section or continue with the current selection? I want to leave it at expand the section. What it's asking me is, do you only want to sort column D and leave everything else exactly where it is, or do you want the other variables to travel with that person when you sort? Well, obviously I want the other information about students to travel with it when it sorts. So I'm going to leave it on expand the section. And then I'm going to click sort. Now you see my data is sorted, but all of the observations that belong to the person in row 3 are still yellow, and all the observations that belong to the person in row 10, well, they are green, right? I just realized I'm probably doing this really loud, so let me turn the volume down a little bit. All right, so everything is good to go at this point. What if I want to sort younger versus older? So here's what I might do. I'm just going to take all of this data, and I'm going to say, let's copy it. I'm going to create a new page. I'm going to come to the corner. I'm going to say paste. All right. And now what I'm going to do is get rid of everyone who is older than 14. Boom. Now I've got the subgroup of people that are younger. I'm going to rename this sheet younger. So I don't have the whole data set, just some of the data set. And then I'm going to come here and do it one more time. I'm going to go back to my full data set, grab these observations, grab the whole data set. I'm going to come here and say, all right, paste. But now I want to create a page called older. So I'm right-clicking to get that little opportunity to change the name. So now I'm going to get rid of everybody who is 12 or 13. Let's do that. If you don't like all this white space, which I can understand, you're just going to come here, highlight it, click on the right and say delete. All right, now I have 3 data sets. I have my full data set. I've sorted by age, older, younger, right? Now, let me show you one other thing. A dummy variable can be very handy for sorting as well. I don't need to go back to column A with the gender. I mean, I could, but right here, can I do the same thing? Yes. So let's go to home and then sort and filter. Sorry about that. Sort and filter. I'm going to sort again, smallest to largest. Expand the selection. Yep. And do you see now I have a different order, but my green line is still there. My yellow line is still there. Notice that all the females are on the top. All the males are at the bottom. Could I segment my data one more time if I wanted to? Sure. I could rename this as males. And I can do the same thing. Come in, copy into my male page. And now I want to get rid of all of the females, right? If this is called male, I need to get rid of these people. So I just deleted them. And I'm going to delete these rows. So now I've got female. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on a second. I apologize. Let's just rename this female. And then I can do the same thing if I wanted to create, which was what I was tending to do a second ago. If I want to come here, I can create male. And I can do it exactly the same way. All right. Just make sure, guys, that you do not eliminate your full data set. You always want to protect that full data set. So if you're going to be manipulating it, you might even leave the full data set alone, unsorted, move to a new page, paste the whole thing in, and that's where you start manipulating it. Then you don't contaminate your initial data set if you are worried about that. All right, hope that was easy to follow. This is just some Excel basics for those of you that might be having a little bit of trouble figuring out how to slice and dice up your data set. Other ways to do it for sure, but I think this one will serve you well if you are a newbie with Excel. All right, let me know if you have any questions, gang.